So today I will discuss the exercise 2 of work power energy. So question number 1, multiple choice question, and with one or more choice correct. Question number 1, a particle is acted upon by the force of constant magnitude which is always perpendicular to the velocity of the particle. So in this question, force is acting perpendicular to the velocity. So force is acting, suppose this is the velocity and force is acting perpendicularly. So that means, so force is acting, so force is equal to mass into acceleration. So mass into acceleration, so acceleration will be there and always perpendicular to the velocity. The motion of the particle takes place in the plane. It follows that the velocity of the particle is constant. No, velocity won't be constant. Why? So force is acting, so acceleration will be there. So velocity will change. The acceleration of the particle is constant. No, acceleration of particle is not constant because it is performing the circular motion. So in circular motion, force is always acting perpendicularly. This is a uniform circular motion in which force is acting always perpendicularly. Although the magnitude is constant, but direction will change. Okay, so acceleration is also not constant. The kinetic energy of particle is constant. So kinetic energy is constant. Why? So force is constant. Uh, Force is acting perpendicular to the velocity, so body is performing the circular motion and force has a constant magnitude, so it will perform the uniform circular motion and the kinetic energy in a uniform circular motion will be constant. So uh, D option is also correct, it is performing a circular motion. C is also correct and B is not correct and A is not correct. So answer is C and D. Now question number 2. Two inclined frictionless tracks of different inclination meet at A from where the two blocks P and Q of different masses are allowed to slide down. तो इस क्वेश्चन में क्या है कि ब्लॉक है, तो दिस लेट अस सपोज दिस हाइट इज h, लेट अस सपोज दिस हाइट इज h, so the length of the inclination will be h by sin theta. Okay, so time, so block starts from the u is equal to 0, starts from west, so the acceleration along this line will be g sin theta. We already know from the Newton's law. So the velocity along the inclined plane is g sin theta. So the time will be root under 2l by a if u is 0. So here l is the length of the incline, a is the acceleration along the incline. So just putting all this formula, you get what is, you get t is equal to something constant times 1 by sin theta. So t is inversely proportional to sin theta, and we know that थीटा इज इंक्रीजिंग फंक्शन, थीटा जो है इंक्रीजिंग होगा, क्यों, साइन थीटा, थीटा अगर इंक्रीज कर रहा है 0 से पाई बाय 2 तो साइन थीटा विल इंक्रीज. इसका मतलब जिसका थीटा ज्यादा उसका साइन थीटा वैल्यू ज्यादा, तो जिसका थीटा ज्यादा होगा उसका साइन थीटा वैल्यू ज्यादा होगा, उसका टी कम होगा. तो इफ थीटा 2 इज ग्रेटर देन थीटा 1 मतलब साइन थीटा बड़ा है साइन थीटा 2, तो मतलब कि टाइम 2 विल बी लेस देन टाइम 1, मतलब t1 जल्दी पहुंचेगा, टाइम लेस है t1 t2, तो टाइम t2 जो है वो जल्दी पहुंचेगा t1 के कंपैरिजन में. तो t2 कौन है, थीटा टू जो है वो क्यू का है, तो क्यू जो है वो जल्दी पहुंचेगा बी के कंपैरिजन में. ओके ना, ओके, बट स्पीड जो होगा वो दोनों का सेम होगा. क्यों, व्हाई स्पीड विल बी सेम, बिकॉज both are just ascending from the same height. So height is same, so loss in the potential energy will be same, so and masses are equal, so both will reach the ground with the same speed. Okay, so question number 3, choose the correct statement from the following. Okay, we know that work done by the conservative force is equal to minus delta U. Minus delta U. If work done by conservative force is positive, then then delta U will be negative. Why? क्योंकि ये फॉर्मूला अपन को पता है, F conservative is equal to minus delta U. If work done by conservative force is positive, so delta U will be negative to just compensate with the minus sign to become positive as work done by force is positive. Also dp by dt is equal to F external. So option by options. A, when conservative force does positive work of the body, the potential energy increases. No, if work done by conservative force is positive, so potential energy will decrease. When a body does work against the friction, its kinetic energy decreases. Of course, its kinetic energy will decrease. Okay. The rate of change of total momentum of a many particle system is proportional to the net external force acting on the system. This is correct statement. The rate of change of total momentum of a many particle system is proportional to the net internal force acting on the system. From the Newton's third law, net internal force तो आता ही नहीं है, तो dp by dt of the system, will be equal to F external only, not by the internal forces. So option B and C is correct. Now from question number 4. A body is subject to a constant force F in newtons. F is given, so work done. So work done is equal to F dy. Work done is equal to integration of F dot dr. So you can write it as integration of Fx dx plus Fy dy plus Fz dz integration. So in the first case, body is only moving along the y-axis, so dx will be 0 and dy will be 0. Understood? That's why we are just considering only the Fy dy. So integrating, you get 8 joule now. 8 joule, but it is given 12. So this is not correct. Second option, 3 meter along y-axis. So this is 6 Newton. Okay. Work done in similar C. So C is moving along the z-axis and then 3 meter along the y-axis. So first it is moving along the z-axis. So just first integrate with respect to z. So 3 into 4 plus, and then moving along the y-axis. So only y will, so work done in the first case only moving along the 4, moving along the z-axis, it will be 4 into 3 plus only moving along the y-axis, so it will be 2 into 3 because the y component of force is 2. So it will get 18 Newton, 18 joule. It is correct, but D is, as work done is a not a vector quantity, so we cannot add it vectorially. Now question number 5. Let us come to the question number 5. So we are just moving question number 5. As shown in the course, F acting on a body as a function of x, the work done in the moving body. So work done in the moving body. So this is given as the force versus x curve. So area under the curve will give you the work done. So just 0 to 1. So you only take 0 to 1 area under the 0 to 1. So I just calculated the area under the all the curves. So from 1 to 3. So from 1 to 3 it is a rectangle. So just take the 1 to 3. It is a rectangle actually. And 0 to 4, it is a trapezium actually. All trapezium. 0 to 4 is trapezium. 0 to 1 it is a triangle. So just calculate the area. So that will be the work done by the all the forces. Okay. So you will get the answer. Now question number 6. A block of the mass 2 kg initially at rest on the horizontal floor moves under the action of the horizontal force of 10 Newton. The coefficient of friction between the block and the floor is 2.2 Fg. So initially the block is moving. With an horizontal force of 10 Newton. So 10 Newton force is acting on the body. You can see 10 Newton force is acting on a body, and 4 Newton is a friction. Why 4 Newton? Mu mg. Mu mg is the friction. Friction is equal to mu mg because body is on the horizontal plane. So n will be mg. So friction will be mu mg, and friction acts in the opposite direction just to oppose the relative motion between them. So friction will act 0.2 into mass is equal to 2 into g. So you will get 4 Newton. So net acceleration of the body is equal to 10 minus 4 is equal to 6 divided by mass. So you will get 3 meter per second square is the acceleration. For the 4 second, body will travel half 80 square, for half into a is the 3 and t is the 4 seconds. So 24 meter body has just traveled the 24 meter. So work done is equal to work done by the force. So only by the force. So you just multiply the work done by the force equal to 10 is the magnitude of the force and 24 is the displacement of the body. So use and force and the displacement is in the same direction. So work done is equal to 240 joule. So work done by friction will be negative. Okay. Work done by net force. So net force acting on the body is 6 Newton actually. Why? 10 Newton forward direction, 4 Newton by the friction. So net force acting on the body is equal to 6 Newton. So work done by the net force is equal to 26 into 24. 24 is the displacement of the body. So you just multiply the 6 with the 24 and you will get the answer is equal to 144 joule. Now question now option D. The change in the kinetic energy of the body in 4 seconds. So work done by all the body is equal to change in kinetic energy. So it is correct. The work done by all the work done by the force is equal to net force is equal to change in kinetic energy. So 144 is the answer. Now question number 7. So it's a theoretical question. B, which of the following can be negative? B and C, potential energy and mechanical energy can be negative, of course. Okay, which of the because mechanical energy can be negative. If the potential energy is higher than the kinetic energy, then mechanical energy will be negative. Okay, kinetic energy cannot be negative, so option potential energy and mechanical energy can be negative. In a body is moving, a satellite is revolving around the earth, its potential energy greater than the kinetic energy, so the total energy of the satellite is around the earth will be negative. That is a bounded potential. If a potential energy is negative, then it is a bounded potential, means attractive force is greater than the repulsive force. Okay, question number 9. The block of 2 kg is hanging over a smooth and the light pulley through a light string. The other end of the string is pulled by the constant force 40 Newton. The kinetic energy of the particle increases 40 joule in the given interval of time. Then now tension, of course, is a simple question. So 40 Newton is directly applied on the string. So tension will be 40 Newton. It's correct. Now displacement on the block. So 40 Newton is acting on the body. So just draw the gravity of the body. So this is the 20 Newton acting downward due to the gravity, and 40 Newton is acting upward. So net force is a 20 Newton. So acceleration will be 20. Net force is 20 Newton. Why 20 Newton net force is 40 Newton acting upward as a tension, and 20 Newton acting downward due to the gravity. So net force acting upward is equal to 40 minus 20 is equal to 20 Newton. So acceleration will be 20 divided by the mass of the body is equal to 2. So 10 meter per second square is the acceleration of the body. Now, in the first for displacement of the block in the given interval of time is given interval of time. Where given interval of time? What is the given interval of time? So work done by the displacement of the body. So displacement of the body is 2 meters. So let us take. So in this question, it is given work done by all the forces is equal to delta k. Delta k is equal to 40 Newton. It is given. So the kinetic energy of the particle is increases 40 joules. So it is given in the question. So work done by all the forces. Change in kinetic energy is equal to work done by all the forces. Work done by all the forces is equal to tension into h. H is the total height ascended by the body, and mgh minus mgh is the work done by the mg. Why minus n? Because body is moving up. So mgh plus t into h is equal to 40. So mg is just calculating, you will get h is equal to 2 meters. So it is correct. So work done by the gravity is minus 20. So just put h is equal to 20. No, it is a 40. Why? And minus mgh is a minus 40 joule. So it is wrong. Work done by the tension is equal to 80 joule. Just multiply tension is equal to 40 and displacement is equal to 2. You will get 80 joule. So it is correct. Question number 10. The particle moves in a straight line with a constant acceleration under the constant force F. Okay, so force is constant. So if a force is constant, so force is constant means velocity will be proportional to t. Why velocity? So dv by dt will be constant because acceleration will be constant. So v will be proportional to t. If v is proportional to t, so s will be proportional to t square. Now power is equal to F into v. F is constant and v is proportional to t. So power will be proportional to t. So power is proportional to t. It is correct. Now power developed by the force varies parabolically with the time. No, it is a linear. So power developed by the force varies linearly with displacement. Yes, it is correct. The power developed by the force varies parabolically with displacement. Yes. Why displacement? So t is proportional to root s, and t is so power is proportional to t, and power is proportional to t. You know that, and t is proportional to root s, or you can say that s is directly proportional to t square. So power is directly proportional to root s, and if root s is actually a parabola. Okay, so answer, you will get the answer as, so this is also correct. Question number 11. Question number 11. So now question number 11 is that A and C. A and C. Question number 11 is A and C. Why A and C? So one end of the string of the force K is fixed or to the one other end is to the block placed on the smooth for the displacement of the work done by the spring is half K. Work done by a spring is half K x square. Possible. The work done by a spring is half K x square. It is positive. What does that mean? What does that mean? For a x displacement, it is positive. The spring will initially stretched by the distance x and finally was it natural length. So फर्स्ट केस लेते हैं कैसा होगा कि स्प्रिंग था इसको मैं स्लोली इधर पुश कर रहा हूँ तो of course force is acting in this direction and it is coming to this position. So fx is equal to kx and dx. Initial position, let us initial position जो है ये 0 है और ये x distance is traveling, so 0 into x. So of course you will get half kx square. This is correct. Okay, now B option. Let us check B. The initial was the natural length and the final it was compressed by the x. No, if you compress the spring, you will get spring will do the work minus half kx square. Why? Because force is acting in this direction, displacement force and displacement are in opposite direction. See, the spring was initially compressed by a distance x and the finally was in the natural length. So both are just complementary to each other. So if you just stretch it and just slowly just going into the just equivalent position, so work done is half kx square because force and displacement are in the same direction. So if a spring is compressed and it is moving in the same direction, because it is moving in the same direction and force is also acting in this direction, so work done is positive. So option A and C is correct. Now question number 12. Question number two, in a projectile with the power of the gravity force in the first half of the, as you can see that the mg and velocity makes an angle theta greater than 90 degree for the first half, so work power will be negative initially. At the highest point in the parabola, mg and v will be perpendicular, so power will be 0 because power v defined power is equal to f dot v, so dot product. Now for second half, mg and v makes angle theta less than 90 degrees, so power will be positive. Okay. Now question number 13. The potential energy U of a particle 1 kg moving in xy plane is given as U is equal to 3x plus 4y, where xy is the coordinate of the particle. If the particle is at rest at 6 4 at t is equal to 0, then so now look at this situation. So U is given, so force is like this. Force is equal to force is constant, so force will be constant and A will be constant. Why? Force is constant because it's a constant vector. There is no variable is present there. So force is constant, so it is a conservative force. If a force is constant, it is a conservative force. Conservative in nature. So mechanical energy is concept. Okay. Now, so if a particle is force is acting in a particular direction, you can say force is acting in a particular direction. If you just draw the coordinate system, you will see, so particle will cross the y-axis. Oh, sorry, where? So speed of the particle when it cross the y-axis. So y-axis when it cross the y-axis. So on the y-axis, its x is equal to 0, and force is acting in -3 minus j. So particle is at 6 comma 4. Where? 6 comma 4. So you will just have to apply the coordinate system, coordinate geometry. So particle is acting in this direction. So you just draw a straight line. You will draw the straight line here. Particle will cut the y-axis. So I just founded the coordinate where particle will cross the y-axis at x is equal to -4. The coordinate will be 0 comma -4. Okay, 0 comma -4. So at x is equal to 0 and -4, potential energy will be initial potential was 34. Why? Because x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 4. Potential energy was 34. At final, x is equal to 0 and y is equal to -4. Potential energy was -16. So mechanical energy is conserved. We know that ui plus ki is equal to ef plus kf. So just calculating all this variable, you will get v is equal to 10 meter per second. Okay, v is equal to 10 meter per second. Okay, this is a some mathematical problem. So you will have to just find the y coordinate where body is passing. Now question number 14. 14 is very easy now. Block is suspended by an ideal spring of K if the block is pulled down by an applying a constant force F. If maximum displacement of the block from its mean position of rest is x naught, then so for maximum displacement we know delta K is equal to 0 is work done by all the forces. So work done by all the forces is equal to delta K is by maximum displacement. On the maximum displacement, if v is equal to 0, and for maximum displacement it is also v is equal to initial velocity and final velocity both are 0. So just work done by force plus work done by a spring is equal to change in kinetic energy. So change in kinetic energy will be 0. So x naught is equal to 2f by k. So now work done by the applied force. So work done by applied force will be what? Work done by applied force will be equal to what? So F into x naught. F into x naught will be work done by the forces. This is force is constant actually. So constant force, so work done by force is equal to F into x naught. So answer will be C and D. Question number 15. Question number 15. A smooth track in the form of the quarter circle radius 6 mm. So it's a geometry. Sometimes it's a type of geometry. So you can see here. Suppose particle is at this point. So okay, wait. Let me erase some part. Okay. So particle is act. So particle is always force is always acting in this direction and displacement is tangential actually. So it is making angle theta. So it is also making angle theta. So displacement is in this direction, but force is always acting in there. If body was there, so force will be acting in this direction and displacement was there. So theta is actually changing. So you will have to just integrate it. So fx dy. So I'm just integrating. So just integrating how f dot dr, f dot dr, f in this direction and dr in this direction. So f dot dr. So f dr into cos theta. Theta is the angle between them. And how will you write the dr? So dr. So I'm just writing the dr. How? Dr or ds. You can write dr or ds. So I'm just writing the ds is equal to r d phi is equal to ds. Just see the diagram. This is phi. This is y2 theta. So I'm just drawing the diagram. This is a geometry actually. This is geometry. The particle is here. Particle is here. Particle is here. So just drawing the diagram. This is so this is actually a perpendicular. So this is theta. This is perpendicular. So this will be the 90 minus theta. This will be the 90 minus theta. Now this angle and this line, this radius, this is the radius. So this is the isosceles triangle. So this is also 90 minus theta. And sum of all the angle is equal to 180. So this is actually 2 theta. So let us call it as a if this is a 2 theta. So this will be what? Let us call it this is 5. So 5 will be equal to what? 90 minus 2 5 2 theta. So d5 will be what? Minus 2 d theta. Of course ds will be equal to r d theta. We know that ds will be r d theta. So just sorry, ds is equal to r d phi. So ds will be equal to r d phi. So I'm just taking the angle from this side now. So ds will be r d phi. So the r d phi. So I'm just trying to calculate the d phi. So d phi will be minus 2 d theta. I just put it the minus 2 d theta. I'm just calculating the vector. So body is moving initially. No. So the smooth track of the form quarter of the circle. Okay, this is a quarter of the circle. So 6 meter lies vertically under the force of the tangentially. So tangentially and itna, the magnet horizontally and itna. So phi will vary. How phi will vary? How theta will vary? So theta will vary from as phi is varying from 0 to 90. So theta will vary from 0 to 45 only. Why? Why? How can you see that? Theta. Let us see. Phi theta. Theta is varying. So phi is equal to phi is so phi is equal to 90 minus 2. If phi is equal to 0, phi is equal to 0, why? You can also see that. So in this, so in this triangle, in this situation, this is a 45. This makes 45-degree angle, and at this point, force in this direction and F is in this direction, so it is also making angle 0 degree with this direction. Okay. So force is actually so theta is varying from 45 to 0. So I'm just integrating from the 45 to 0. You will get 20 to 120 root 2 joule. So 120 joule is given. So option A will be wrong. Okay. Now option B, work done by F2 is equal to 45 pi. So F2 is acting along the tangent at every point. So you will have to just integrate F2 dot ds. F2 dot ds. So always F2 is always parallel to ds. So F2 dot ds will be F2 ds. So F2 ds will be, so F2 will be 15 and ds will be what? Ds will be total length. Total length of the path. Total length of the path is pi r by 2. Pi r by 2. The length of the path is pi r by 2. So this is, I'm just applying. So just calculating all this value, you will get 45 pi joule. Answer is correct. So F3 is Fx dx. F3 is always acting in the horizontal direction. So only suppose this is y and this is x. So this is Fx dx only. Integration of Fx dx in the horizontal direction only, because force is always acting in the horizontal direction, not in the y direction. So only work done will be in the direction of x only. So after calculating all this value, you will get 180 joule. So, and F1 is conservative as this is a central force. Why? If a force is acting always towards a point, it is a central force. So if a force is central, it is a conservative in nature. Okay. So option D is also correct. Option B is correct. Option C is correct. Option D is also correct. Okay. Question number 16. Question number 16. Question number 16 is easy. Question number 16. A particle, a spherical body is suspended through a string of length L. The whole element is placed in a vehicle which is moving with a velocity v. Now suddenly the vehicle stops and ball starts moving along the circular path. If the tension in the string at the highest point is twice the weight of the ball. So at the top, this equation is correct for the circular motion, and at the bottom uh, this is correct. At the bottom this is correct. So now T2, you know that from the question, T2 is equal to 2 mg is given, so you will get V2 square will be 3 gl. So now from this you will get the value of V1. So V1 is equal to root under 7 gl. So you will get the answer. Answer is B and D. Question number 17. A particle is acting upon by the conservative force F is equal to 6I minus 6J Newton. No other force is acting on the particle. So particle is acted upon by the conservative force F is equal to, so force is constant actually. So work done will be force into force dot displacement F dot D. Force is constant. That's why we are not integrating. It's a constant force. So you will get minus 42. As the work done is negative, and no other force is acting, so work done by all the forces is equal to change in kinetic energy. So minus 45 will be change in kinetic energy. So half mv final square minus half mv initial square will be minus 45. So if it is negative, that means the final velocity will be less. Final velocity will be less than the initial velocity. It means that body will have the velocity initially. Okay. So at okay, now 18. Understood? Okay. Power of a non-zero force. Power of non-zero force acting on the block varies with time as shown in the figure. The angle between force acting on the block and its velocity is. It's a simple question. So power is equal to what? Power is positive means F dot V is equal to F dot V is positive means the angle between force and velocity is acute. If F dot V is negative. That means power, if power is negative, F dot V will be negative. Theta will be 90, greater than 90 degree. In this case, theta will be less than 90 degree. So now you will calculate. So for 1 second to 6 seconds, power is positive. So at every instant, power is positive. So angle between them will be acute. And from 6 to 10, power is negative. So it will make obtuse angle. So now you will get the, now I think you can get the answer. Okay, so change in kinetic energy from t is equal to 0 to t is equal to 10 seconds is it now. So you know that power is equal to what? Power is equal to dw by dt. So dw by dt, so you can dw is equal to p dt integration, and the integration to net work will be equal to delta k. So change in kinetic energy is equal to p dt. P dt is the what? Area under the PT curve. So area under the PT curve, just you have to just calculate the area under the PT curve. Also calculate the area above the t-axis will be positive and under the t-axis will be negative. So just plus and minus, take the consideration plus and minus sign. So if you are just getting the upper area as suppose is 70 and you are just getting lower area is equal to 30. So just 70 minus 30. Why? This is negative. So you will get, if you are just calculate the area, you will get net area will be 20 only. So changing kinetic energy will be 20. So 19. If potential energy is given as a function of r and a and b are the positive constants. So equilibrium angle, so u is given. So del u by del r is equal to it now. So del u by del r is equal to F. Force. This is a force. So if force is equal to 0, that will be the equilibrium point. So if you just solve the equation, you will get r naught is equal to 2a by b. So at r is equal to r naught. R naught is the equilibrium position. So you will get potential energy is equal to minus b square by 4a. And at infinity potential energy will be 0, because if you put r is equal to infinity, you will get potential energy is equal to 0. So work done will be equal to change in potential energy. Okay, so this you will get b square by 4a. So answer will be a and b only. Now question number 20. Question number 20 is easy. So in the figure shown, upper block is given in velocity 6 meter per second and the lower block is 3 meter per second when the relative motion between them is stopped. So just applying, if both are just in the relative motion and they are the friction is acting between the two surfaces, two blocks, and lower surface is smooth, then there is no external forces between the 1 kg and 2 kg system, because friction acting on 1 kg and 2 kg is the internal forces. So it will just conserve the momentum. So I am just conserving the momentum. So you will get v is equal to 4 meter per second square. Okay. So initial kinetic energy is equal to 27 and final kinetic energy, as both the block is moving together. So final kinetic energy is equal to 24 joule. So loss in energy will be 3 joule. So loss in energy, how? Why loss in energy is equal to 3 joule? Because it is a kinetic friction. So kinetic friction on the system will be negative. Kinetic friction on a body will be maybe positive, maybe negative, or maybe positive or maybe negative. But kinetic energy on a kinetic friction, work done by kinetic friction on this system will be negative. So now it is clear, I think so. Loss in kinetic energy, the first block. So first block के कारण कितना होगा loss in kinetic energy? So first block will have the initial velocity is 4 meter per second. Loss. I'm just calculating the loss actually. So this is final velocity will be 4 meter, because both the block will be moving together. So it is also moving with the 4 meter per second, and initially it was moving with the velocity of 6 meter per second. So final minus initial kinetic energy, you will get minus 10 joule is the loss in the kinetic energy. That loss in the kinetic energy is the work done by the friction on the block A, block 1. Okay, so work done by the friction is 0. No, it's wrong. 21. It's a theoretical problem. So OA, acceleration is positive. Acceleration is positive, displacement is positive, so work done will be positive. AB, S is same, acceleration will be 0, so force will be 0, no work done. BC, acceleration is negative, C is S is positive, acceleration is negative, force is negative, and S is positive, so work done will be negative. Okay, it's a simple question. 22. A block is moving. A block of mass m is released from rest from position A inside a smooth hemispherical ball of radius r as shown in the. Choose the wrong option. Acceleration of block is constant throughout. No, acceleration of block is not constant throughout. Okay, it's the wrongest. Okay, now wrong स्टेटमेंट ढूंढना है तो अपन को ए सही हो जाएगा, क्यों? क्योंकि ए जो है वो रॉन्ग स्टेटमेंट है. एक्सेशन ऑफ ब्लॉक is g at a, at a, at a, at a. So velocity is 0. So no centripetal acceleration, only mg is acting. So mg will be ma, only tangential acceleration will be g. So it's correct. So I'm just choosing the wrong option. So it is a correct estimate. So B is not the answer. Acceleration of block is 3g at B. So how 3g at B? So just you apply the energy conservation at, so n is this. Okay, so v square by r is the net acceleration. V square by r is the net acceleration actually, because here velocity is not changing. Okay, because there is no component of force in this direction, so v square by r is the net acceleration. So v square is equal to what? Let me give one example. So v square is just v square is 2gr. Why 2gr? Why 2gr? Just applying the energy conservation. So v square is 2gr, so v square by r will be 2g. So acceleration at b will be 2g only, not 3g. So it is correct. Acceleration at b will be 2g. Yes, it's a correct estimate, but I am just choosing the wrong option. So it's a wrong. Third, f is equal to minus k x cube is acting on the block moving along the x-axis. Moving along the x-axis. Here, k is a positive constant. Work done by the force. Work done by the force is equal to work done by the force is equal to minus k x cube dx integration. So xi to xf. So you will get, just I am integrating 1 by 4 k xi4 minus xf4. If xi is greater than xf, xi is greater than xf in magnitude only. I'm just taking the magnitude because it's a 4, power 4. So if you are just putting the negative, you will get positive. So if mod of xi is greater than mod of xf, then you will get the positive work done. If mod of xi is greater than mod of xf, you will get work done will be positive. If mod of xf is greater than mod of xi, you will get work done negative. Why? Because you can see that xi to the power 4 minus x to the power 4 f is minus, so it will be positive when xi and xf is xi is greater than xf, and xf will be work done will be positive, and if xf is greater than xi, so work done will be negative. Understood? So that's how I am just calculating the sums. Okay, so I don't think so there will be any problem now. So, and